Welcome back to What a Glitch, the show about both glitches and the dangers of not shaving. Today we bring you Sonic Unleashed on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Sonic Unleashed is one of those games that have a ton of people split, and the reasons why are clear as night and day. These glitches don't make an exception, however, as you'll see some bugs from both sides of Sonic. Sonic Team's then new engine was hot off the heels from Sonic 06, and it seems to show. While watching this episode, you may notice a few familiar glitches from Sonic Generations, but we found even more that we think you'll find pretty strange. If you're ready, grab your rings and let's speed right into these glitches. Our first glitches for today come in the form of these two helpful little glitches to help Sonic shatter the sound barrier. The first of these two glitches is M-Speed. Before performing this glitch, you should know something about the Unleashed physics engine. By very slightly tilting the control stick forward, you'll be able to keep any momentum you would normally lose, given you had enough momentum to begin with. A very easy way to exploit this comes in the form of M-Speed. To show this glitch off, we'll be playing on Dragon Road Act 1, the first level of Chun Nan. To start this glitch, slightly tilt the analog stick forward until Sonic begins to walk. Not until he's running, but just barely walking. Jump and wait until Sonic starts to fall. Then boost and watch the blurry blue fireworks. Slow down there, Sonic. Those chili dogs aren't going anywhere. This is not going to make me sound cool at all. That's not the best part. Stay in the air or jump whenever you hit the ground, making sure to keep the control stick in the same position it was when you first boosted. Sonic will gain more and more speed until he's too fast to control. But the fun doesn't stop there. If you thought this glitch was limited to 3D, you'd be wrong. During 2D segments on daytime stages, Sonic can use the second speed glitch, D-Speed. Performing D-Speed is similar to M-Speed, but instead of holding forward, you slightly hold the control stick in the direction you want to go. The best place to practice would be the Dragon Road Act 2. Find a good stretch of land that you can comfortably walk on. Ever so slightly tilt the control stick to the right, then boost and jump. Stay in the air like before, and you should notice Sonic moving faster than usual. But going past the speed of sound isn't the only cool thing you can do in this game. Turn down the lights and the speed, because it's time for our first Werehog glitch. The Werehog has an interesting combo that lets us break the game in some interesting ways. The combo in question is the XYY move, or square, triangle, triangle if you're playing the PlayStation 3 version. Another weird trait of the Werehog is his shield, which will cancel any attack animation immediately when used. Both of these are very important for this glitch. Partway into the combo, Sonic does this odd breakdancing move, followed by a flip. If you shield on the first few frames of the flip, Sonic should be pushed through the wall. We say should because if you shield slightly later, Sonic may just fall through the floor entirely. It sounds useful, but it actually ends up just killing him. If you do this glitch on certain walls, Sonic may even, well, not exactly sure how to describe this, but something's not right here. There's actually some really useful things you can do with these glitches. Maybe not the last one, but going through these walls does have its perks. On the night level of Arid Sands, by using the wall clipping glitch just behind where you start, you can not so easily skip a large portion of the level. After you glitch through the wall, you need to jump to the area shown over here. From there, you need to perform a running jump, followed by a mid-air XXA combo. Finally, you need to land on the fence by the water, and you need to glitch through the wall one last time. From here, you need to jump up onto the railing seen here in order to grab onto the handle and jump across. Perform the glitch one final time through this door, and it's a straight shot to the end of the level. You've just skipped through most of Arid Sands with little to no effort. Using this skip, you can shorten your time from over half an hour to 7 minutes, so it's definitely something you want to try out. This next glitch is really cool, but is a bit harder to do. In the first half of the daytime cool edge, you'll see a stop switch surrounded by enemies. It helps to kill the enemies before continuing with this glitch. You need to go back a little bit until you're on the very edge of the platform. It helps if you line it up with this line on the ice. Now here's the tricky part. Without falling off, you need to move around so you're still on that line in the ice texture, but close to the edge. You now need to sidestep to the left, and then do another sidestep left, but this time boosting. You'll know it worked when Sonic blasts over the ice wall to the other side, landing on top or slightly past the bobsled. From there, homing jump into the bobsled. You will now be bobsledding in the wrong direction. Congratulations, you are now doing something the game really doesn't want you to do. You can go through enemies unharmed, swerve around curves you shouldn't, and even fall into pits, although you probably don't want that to happen. Chun Nan has a very interesting and memorable hub world. The area looks great, has some fantastic music, and even has a place where you can get infinite rings. Of course, that's not intended. In order to perform this glitch, go up to this wall here with some boost energy. All you have to do now is boost into the circle of rings when they respawn. And voila! The glitch is in effect. If you move around on the spot where the rings should spawn back, you'll get a lot more rings than you should. Even though it doesn't look like there's any rings there, you're able to collect them again, and again, and again. This glitch is, well, we don't know, to be honest. We have no idea why or how it happened, we just know that it happened. Moving on. In order to perform this glitch, you need to be playing on the daytime stage of Savannah Citadel. Play through the level normally until you get to this orange boost ring. This ring is supposed to bring Sonic back into a 3D section from a 2D section, but there's a small portion of the platform where the game transitions back into 3D when you should still be in 2D. After finding the small section of the platform, inch yourself downwards until you fall below. Since you're stuck in here, repeatedly jump and boost at the walls until you eventually clip out of bounds. As long as you remain close to the fence, you can stay outside the bounds without falling to your doom. Now you can take in the beautiful scenery of Missouri. With such amazing landmarks like low-res shrubbery, pillars with no collision detection, and even dirt without proper floor detection, Missouri truly is a beautiful country. For our next glitch, we go back to Chunyan one last time for this dimension-shattering glitch. In the daytime version of Dragon Road, there's a lone rocket sitting on an island. The rocket is supposed to take you back up to the main path in case you get sidetracked. But something interesting happens if you use it 2 times in a row. The rocket will take you a lot further than it should, bringing you in a 2D section while still in 3D. You can't do much in this perspective because it's fixed as soon as you touch the next rocket or go back on track, but it certainly is an interesting glitch. In order to perform this next glitch, you need to go up to the ledge in Spagonia shown here. Face this very specific direction towards the tree and then jump and boost off the ledge. If you perform this right, you should be standing on top of the tree for some reason. Now it's just one more jump boost and you're now in the next level hub for Spagonia. There's one small problem though. Because you're supposed to be looking for somebody who knows who Chip is during this section, the game hasn't opened the gates to the stages yet. Sonic doesn't have the slide, and you can't enter any stages. You can't even get out. This isn't really interesting or glitchy, but you know what's really broken? Eggman Land, one of the longest stages in the entire Sonic franchise. This stage forces the player to switch between normal Sonic and Werehog Sonic constantly, and can even take up to an hour to complete if the player doesn't know what they're doing. Luckily, there's a glitch that allows us to skip most of the stage. Be warned, messing up this glitch at any step will most likely result in a death, so make sure you have a few lives stockpiled. Starting off, play through the stage normally until you get to this time switch in a green room. You now need to perform the walk through walls glitch on the left side of the door found nearby, allowing you to clip outside the stage. Jump on each of the short walls in the perimeter of the room until you get near this tube. After taking a minute to gaze at how absurdly large Eggman Land actually is, you need to jump carefully towards the first tube. After hopefully landing on it, you need to keep yourself balanced on top until this sharp fall. After this, maneuver your way to the blue pipe. Keep yourself balanced on this pipe until you start to approach the room with the pink lights on the wall. Jump out of the pipe and try to land outside of that room towards the right side. Keep yourself oriented properly and jump onto the roof of the green corridor nearby. If everything has been done correctly and you haven't died, you should now be partially glitched into the ceiling. Perform the walk through walls glitch one last time, making sure you go through the floor, and you're home free. You've skipped a large majority of the stage. There's still a little bit of the stage to play though, but you've saved so much time that it should feel like nothing. Near the start of the game, Sonic and Tails have to rescue a man named Professor Pickle in order to progress the plot. Instead of that, why don't we just jump over the thing and talk to the professor without saving him? By drifting to gain speed and jumping, you'll be able to launch yourself off the top of the stairs, shooting over the invisible wall that stopped you from entering Professor Pickle's laboratory. From there, we can talk to the professor and move on with the game. Except, no we can't. Our old friend Chip won't let us leave without finding the professor. That same professor that we literally just talked to. So now, all we have to do is jump over another barrier so we can get out. Near the exit of Spagonia, there's a small invisible wall that doesn't go away until you save Professor Pickle. But by performing a quick hop and an air dash followed by another jump, you can make it over, allowing you to progress through the game normally, with 100% less talk about cucumber sandwiches. If you're ready, grab your rings and let's speed right into these glitches. This is so... Man, I'm all for the cheese, Justin. So, yeah, I'm all for the cheese here. Our first glitches for today come in the form of these two helpful little glitches to help Sonic shatter the sound barrier. What? You didn't proofread this? I don't even know what I'm supposed to be talking about. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, perhaps you can leave a like or even subscribe. Be sure to also follow on Twitter, and if you want to see next week's episode early, head over to patreon.com/Aurum to find out more. And my name is RoyalBleu. If you want to hear more from me, click the annotation on the screen to see some of my videos, and we can make it a thing.